Hello to all, welcome back to my channel. This is Sangeeta. So this is going to be the second video in which I am going to do the topic wise discussion of various subjects which are asked in the GSI geoscientist examination. Okay. So starting with the sedimentology subject. So first topic is origin of sediments. So what are the questions they are asking from the origin part? So sediment which contain grains of various sizes in nearly equal amount are said to be is a variety of sandstone that is rich in mica. Okay, so it is flagstone. Laminated. Okay, note down it is laminated. It is sile, capable of breaking into small flakes. So it is obviously shale, right? On account of charged surface of clay mineral, their interaction with the saline water lead to the clumping into aggregates of randomly oriented clay flakes. So this process is known as it is flocculation. Third topic is sedimentary structures and textures. So we know there are various sedimentary texture as well as the structure. Okay. So let's see the question. Which one of the following bedding? Okay. Note down this question is about the bedding, different type of bedding which are parallel bedding, laminated bedding, massive bedding, festoon, lenticular. So these are mentioned here. So they said it is trough or scoop shaped. Okay. It is trough or scoop shaped. So it is festoon bedding. You will read this in Sandbox as well as Gary Nichols. Of sandstone and carbonate rocks. Okay, so let's see the question. Which one of the following is grain supported limestone that contains some micrite, mud, and matrix? Okay, so for doing the classification part, you can see the limestone classification in my YouTube channel too. Okay, so the answer is packstone. It is grain supported and it contains micrite mud as matrix. Okay. Next, diagenesis of carbonate sediment. Okay, this is the next topic, and let's see. See, they have put a direct question from this diagenesis part that during diagenesis, the process of intrastratal solution it leads to the selective dissolution of less stable framework grains or part of grains. Next topic is dolomite, and they have made question like the replacement of dolomite rhombs by calcite. It terms as de-dolomitization. Okay. So next subject is optical mineralogy. Okay. So the question which they are asking from this part is variation is refractive index. Okay. What we learn in optical mineralogy, we read about the refractive index, we read about the birefringence, we read about the anisotropic minerals. Okay. So you just have to remember all of those properties. Variation in the Ri of Al2SiO5 polymorph. It is due to the ferric ion and manganese entering the structure. Okay. Next is the ray velocity surface of anisotropic crystal is an ellipsoid. Okay, they are saying it is an ellipsoid and it is an anisotropic. Okay, there are two terms. One is isotropic, another one is anisotropic. So anisotropic means there will be transmission of light with different velocities in different direction. If it is same, then it will be called as isotropic. Okay. Next, mineral quartz shows twinning according to Brazil law, which is twin plane 112 bar 0 and Dauphin law. Orientation in both twin part is identical in both type of twins. Okay. Next subject is igneous petrology. So topic is structures, various igneous structures, various igneous textures. Okay. So see, this is how they have asked the question. Poikilotic texture, variolitic, cumulophyric and cumulate texture. So the question which they are asking is igneous rock formed by gravity settling of the crystal. We know that initial step of the fractionation is the settling of heavier or denser minerals to the bottom. So this will create the cumulate texture. Okay, bottom of the magma chamber floor. Next is rhyolitic magma tend to rise in large dome like bodies because they are diapers. Okay. Next is you can read about the dye streams. They can ask in the next time. Okay, these plumes. When cooling of mineralizing liquid is slow, leucite inverts to calcite, K feldspar intergrowth. So it is K feldspar intergrowth. So this intergrowth is termed as site. Okay. So next is during rapid quenching. It means बहुत जल्दी जल्दी कुछ चीज ठंडी हो रही है, ठीक है, एकदम, जिससे हम ग्लास मिलता है हमें, when phenocryst is surrounded by glass, the texture is termed as vitrophyric. Okay, so these are the different textures: vitrophyric, cumulophyric, glomeruloporphyritic. Next one is IUGS classification of igneous rock. This is very important. So which one of the following rock contain nearly equal amount of K feldspar and plagioclase with approximately 10% quartz? Okay, so we know that there is a tabular classification which is given in Banger book 2 classification. Okay, in tabular classification you will see acidic, basic rocks, okay, then mafic or ultramafic. Okay, so you will see ultramafic rocks are pyroxenite, duonite. Okay, mafic rock is basalt, which is fine grained, gabbro, which is coarse grained. Okay, so it will go like BADR. Okay, R is rhyolite, basalt, andesite, dacite, and rhyolite. Okay, so rhyolite, it will be K rich, and the in between these rhyolite and dacite there will be rock which will be K rich as well as plagioclase rich. So it will be called as monzonite. Okay, so this is how you will attempt this question. And these dacite and andesite and basalt, these are plagioclase rich rock. Okay, so you will find this tabular classification in Banger. Okay, so they are saying there is equal amount of K feldspar as well as plagioclase and some quartz too. So you will write quartz, monzonite. Next topic is magmatic differentiation and assimilation. Okay. During fractionation, separated crystal of pyroxene and plagioclase feldspar form a crystallized rock. It will be known as. If you see mafic rock classification, then you will see diagram like this, in which here it will be written as olivine because it will crystallize first, then pyroxene, and after this lies the plagioclase. Okay, so the rock which will contain both pyroxene and plagioclase, it will be called as gabbro. Rock containing plagioclase and olivine, it will be called as troctolite. Okay, so here they have asked about the pyroxene and plagioclase, so it will be gabbro. Next topic is petrogenesis of granites, basalt, cometites, alkaline rocks. Okay, which are alkaline rocks? These are carbonatite, kimberlite, it is also an alkaline rock. Lamprophire, it is also an alkaline rock. And nepheline cyanide, it is also an alkaline rock. So the question which they made out of it, it is nephelinite magma crystallized to form which one of the following suite of igneous rock. Okay, so if you read that QAPF diagram, then in the feldspathoid part, you will see a rock, it will be called as aegiolite. Okay, so it is aegiolite. Next is petrogenesis of granites, basalt, cometites, and alkaline rock. Okay, their petrogenesis. The question which they put out of it is about the kimberlite. So which one of the following correctly represent the composition of kimberlite? So question come like this: for kimberlite, you have to remember the mineral which is called as phlogopite. It will be present in kimberlite as well as volatile rich. Okay, so kimberlite, it is volatile rich, so we will be the answer. Next is which is similar to CSI net. You will see these type question in CSI net too. Okay, so this question is about the rip currents that occur near beach are localized in nature seaward. So they move seaward as a narrow near surface current. Okay, next is, oh, okay, sorry, the question is the Dead Sea provide. So it is the single model example of deeper water evaporite environment. Okay, next question is from the subject paleontology, fossil and process of fossilization. Okay, so this is the topic which come under the paleontology. So the first question is the organism is decomposed and it loses its nitrogen, oxygen and other volatile constituent. So this process is known as, it is carbonization. Next is the study of process of fossilization. So it is very simple. It is taphonomy. Next is paratype is a specimen other than the holotype which is formally designated by the author of a species as it is having been used in the description of the species. Okay. Next, in paleontology, the subspecies is usually used to denote the intermediate stage in the replacement of one species by the another through phyletic transition. Okay. So next topic is classification of invertebrates. So example of invertebrate is trilobite, brachiopods, lamellibranchs, okay, gastropods, cephalopods, and evolution of equidae, which is horse, hominidae, which are human, and microfossil. So microfossils are foraminifers, ostracods, Gondwana flora. Next topic is Gondwana flora. Okay. So the question which they have asked from this lamini branch is, which one of the following statement regarding bivalve is correct? So it is the length defined as the maximum linear dimension anterior posterior direction, and height is defined as the maximum dimension perpendicular to the length. Okay, so this is how it will look. So I think this much will be okay for today video, because otherwise it will get too much to grasp all of these things. So I will make next video tomorrow regarding the stratigraphy and hydrology. I think, yeah, this much stuff subject is left. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. Do like, share and subscribe. We'll see you next video. Bye bye.